Step 10. Stitch remaining edge of zipper to unmarked edge of inside pocket band, same as you did for pocket. With right sides together, fold pocket along fold line, matching notches, and having raw edges even. Stitch side edges together. Trim seams and zipper. We will complete the first part of this step.
You are now going to take your pocket band piece, which is your small piece, and you are going to flip this zipper up. So you're going to be able to see the nice clean seam that you made and the face of the zipper. You are going to take the right side of this and put it down. We want to make sure that the raw edge, which is the top edge, is even with the top edge of our zipper. Once we do this, you are going to go ahead and pin along the top. You are going to be stitching the same that you did with the first part of the zipper on the top. This is going to create that finished look and enclose the zipper within the pocket. I am leaving the zipper pull up so that I can pull it up and down as I did in my first step, so that there is no bulge in the stitching when we go past the zipper. I have just pinned the pocket band to my pocket. The zipper is underneath here. Instead of sewing on top where I can't see my zipper and use the zipper as a guide, I am going to flip my pocket over and stitch on top of the zipper. So now I'm going to be stitching on top of the zipper. The second part of the pocket band is underneath. This allows me to line up my zipper foot with the zipper and helps me maintain that straight line all the way down. Go ahead and backstitch. My focus is going to be again on the inside so that I have that nice straight stitch all the way down. When I come to the end is where I'm going to run into my zipper. I'm going to go ahead and unzip it slightly so that I can maintain this nice straight stitch that I have going from the back. So I'm going to put my needle down here. I'm going to unzip this zipper slightly. I'm going to come forward just a little bit, put my needle in the down position again, zipper further past where my needle is, make sure that my tape is still lined up, and I'm going to continue sewing. Back stitch when you get to the end. Now that has allowed me to maintain my straight stitch by unzipping it slightly. So when I re-zip it, there's a straight stitch here rather than it bulging around that zipper.
To complete this step, with right sides together, fold pocket along fold line, matching notches and having raw edges even. Stitch side edges together, trim seams and zipper.
Now that you've sewed on your top band, you can see that your zipper is nicely enclosed between two pieces of material. We are going to go ahead and finish the inside pocket. To do this, you are going to take the bottom of the material and fold it up. That fold line is where you're going to end up folding it. Folding on the fold line should allow you to come up and match up your material. You want the raw edges to be even here. You are going to go ahead and pin along the sides we are going to be doing a 1/2 inch seam allowance on the sides. You can see that the zipper tape extends past the raw edge. That is okay. This is a nylon zipper, so your needle will be able to sew right through it. You are going to pin on both sides. Make your other side look exactly like this one, and then go ahead to your machine and sew a 1/2 inch seam allowance. We are now going to sew the sides of the inside pocket. You are going to see that you may run into the same issue with the zipper. What I am going to do is unzip the zipper slightly, so that as I am sewing down, I don't hit the metal with my needle and possibly break my needle. I have put my A foot back on and replaced my zipper foot. I am holding the tape in place. Seeing that I have unzipped my zipper, I want to make sure that the two sides of the zipper remain where I want them to. Go ahead and back stitch. You will see that my needle is not going to hit any part of the metal, which is exactly what we want to happen. You are going to continue sewing all the way down. When you get to the bottom of the pocket, go ahead and do a reverse stitch. Come all the way down and off your material so that you do not create a hole at the bottom. This is what that stitch should look like. We're going to now be stitching the other side of the pocket. I'm going to be starting at the bottom of the pocket this time so that I can maintain my 1/2 inch seam allowance on the side. Start with a back stitch. Come all the way up. Now you will sew over the zipper tape that overhung on the end of the material. That is okay because we will end up trimming that off. As you come to the tape, it will be laying flat, sew right over it. Because the teeth of the zipper are nylon, it will not affect the needle. Come all the way to the top and back stitch. When you are finished, it should look like this. You have now just finished sewing both ends of your pocket together. You are going to trim the sides and the corners. Remember to trim, you're going to trim it in half. When you get to that zipper tape, you are going to cut right over it. It is okay to trim the zipper tape because we want to have a nice even edge. So when one side is done, it should look like this. You are going to do the same thing to the other side, cutting right over that zipper tape. Remember, the instructions are not going to tell you to trim the corners. It is something that is assumed that you know. So we see that there are two corners on this pocket, here and here. We are just going to clip the corners off to eliminate bulk, which will allow this pocket to turn nice and squarely. When you are finished trimming, your bag or your inside pocket should look like this. Both corners are gone and the sides are trimmed to 1/4 inch.